Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it is Thursday, September 21st. We got some NFL football tonight. And of course, man, we're going to look ahead at the weekend, man. I got some great guys with me today to talk some NFL football with. I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays right here on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel, bringing in some of the best handicappers on the planet, man. And we just talk some football, man. And I can't wait for today's episode. We were chatting behind the scenes. We are already 3 weeks in, man. We're flying through hell. College football, we're now what? 4? We were praying to be out of the dog days of summer, man, and now we're down there a full month in, fully immersed, and continuing to try to make some money, man. That is the main goal. And that's what we're going to continue to try to do right here on this program. So without further ado, man, let's get this show started. First up, and bring in my guy, man. My guy, Brad Francis. What's up, man?
What's up, Jay Briggs? How you doing today, bro?
Nothing much. Enjoying the football action being out. NBA on the horizon. It's that time of year where we're starting to heat back up. We're heating up.
Yeah, man. I love it, bro. Fall's my favorite season of the year, no doubt about it. It's like the weather's getting a little better too. Like, it's just nice, bro. I'm just happier this time of year.
I see you already got a hoodie on. I'm in Texas. It's not quite there yet to put a hoodie on.
It's starting to get cold outside. I'm just trying to get in the vibe, bro.
Hey, I love me some hoodie weather, man. Like you said, I love the fall. Birthday coming up. I was born in October, so this is my season. I love it, man.
I'm born in November, so it's just like
like
Thanksgiving, Christmas, like good family time. It's just a good time, bro.
Best time of year. Time of year.
You been fishing lately?
I haven't. I've been busy, really.
Okay.
I need to get back out there though before it get too chilly.
Yeah, that's like a baseball season type of thing, probably for you. Like
it is.
Yeah, too busy right now though. Too much stuff going on.
Yep. Before we start chatting, man, your boys, Florida State. Check some college football right quick.
You got to talk about the Boston College game, bro?
We got to talk about the Boston College game. We got to talk about it because
it's fine, dog.
And that's my approach. I think they're being disrespected only 2.5 this week.
Yeah, that's money, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, Florida State is gonna beat Clemson this weekend. I'm not being a homer. They have the better all-around team. That Boston College game, they came out a little flat. It was a noon game, a look-ahead spot for Clemson. Did it worry me a little? No. I also heard some rumors that some guys were sick as well. So take it how you be. But no, we still got this. So and the Bucks too. Remember, I was hating on the Bucks the first time we did the show. I was like,
You were.
Baker's the guy. I like Baker now. That's my boy.
Baker lucky getting it done down there in Tampa Bay. 2-0. They got a tough task this week. We'll see. I think we'll learn if they're for real or not this week.
No, we probably gonna get smoked this week, but it's cool. Like I like being 2-0. I'm gonna enjoy it. Do we play the Cowboys this year? Do you know if the Bucks play Cowboys? We play every once in a while, I feel like.
We do. I don't think so, is what I'm gonna say.
Okay, you're lucky. Okay.
I'm gonna do a quick little scroll right quick.
Yeah.
The schedule, we do not.
Okay, bummer. Maybe we'll see you guys in the playoffs or something.
You know who put y'all out last year? I'm just saying.
That was pretty bad, but we got Baker now, though. It's different.
Fair enough.
It's been good, man. I like how the season's going so far. I feel like I've been pretty sharp all around with football, so I've been enjoying the season.
I've seen on Sundays rolling into week 3, man. You're now gone back to back on the parlay video you've done, man.
Yeah. That's bro. I can't hit an MLB parlay to save my life. I'm not gonna lie, but the NFL ones, those hit. Like,
yep.
I like those ones. Yeah,
I've been tuned in. I've been seeing those, and they're surgical too. It's not like they got the anytime touchdown in there with the 2 plays. They be surgical.
I dig deep. I dig deep in this one. I gotta get creative.
Definitely. Well, we got a ton of action this weekend. We got a game tonight. But you're talking about a game we got later on this weekend. What are we looking at?
Yeah, man. I'm looking at this Chargers versus Vikings game. Should be a fun game. I'm loving the over in this one. Right now it's at 54. So it is high, but I'm liking this a lot. I mean, look, we know these defensive units for both teams are bad to say the least. The Vikings have allowed the most yards per play this season. The Chargers have allowed the second most yards per play this season. Both teams also like to pass the ball as well. The Chargers are third in the league in passing yards, and the Vikings are the sixth in the league in passing yards. And both teams also rank very low when it comes to rushing stats as well. So I expect this to be a very pass-heavy game, which means the clock will be stopping consistently. And, with this basically being a pick 'em, I expect this to be a back-and-forth game. Both teams are going to be scoring. This just screams like a 34-31 game. Like I said, it's going to be a fun one. I'm not going to pick a side in this game. I can't get a read on either of these teams, but I think the over is a safe play here.
Hey, I was looking at this game too. I talked about it on the NFL show yesterday with Mitch and Big Al. Kind of a lot of the same things you just said right there. It's like, rather than pick a side, I'd rather just take the over here. We got two quarterbacks who love to fill up fake stats in Herbert and Kirk Cousins with great receiving cores. I think the Chargers are probably better, but the Vikings have the better receiver in Jefferson. Both defenses are sealed. Miami carved them up. I think this game is going to be similar to the Chargers' first game with Miami. I think it's going to be a whoever has the ball last type of game, back and forth shootout.
Exactly. I feel like the Chargers are basically like the AFC Vikings and vice versa.
Low key.
If you look in the mirror, they're the same, bro. Kind of. I mean, I do like Herbert. I'm not a Kirk Cousins guy. I don't know. I think he's a fraud, but I give a little bit of advantage to Herbert. I know you're not a Herbert guy. But it is what it is. I also saw a stat though, Jay. Listen to this. You don't like Herbert, right?
Not really. I think he's overrated.
All right. Listen to this stat. So there hasn't been a quarterback he's thrown the most yards for any quarterback that's played as long as him in the league, and he's played for a team that has allowed the most points. Do you know what I'm saying? All right. I forgot what the stat was. Yeah, never mind. It's all good, but it's crazy. I'll send it to you later. I read it, but it's wild. He's good. He's good. Just trust the process a little.
For sure. I will trust the process. I will trust it. So they informed me in the comments. I saw it right before I got online, bro, and I'm praying that this is not the case. I'm praying that it's not the case. I'm praying to God that it's not the case. But my favorite player, got hurt earlier today in practice.
Oh, damn.
In Trayvon Diggs. He was on crutches, and I have seen some reports. It's nothing official yet. That's why I didn't really want to address it, but they're saying it might be his ACL. And if it's his ACL, bro, I might cry real tears. Like,
damn, I didn't know that, bro.
Because it low-key just kind of happened, man. But
oh, wow. Damn, sorry to hear that, Jay.
Well, there it goes, right there, official.
Really?
Schefter.
Dang.
Cowboys believe Trayvon Diggs suffered a torn ACL during practice today.
That hurts, bro. At least you got Micah, though. Micah get the job done.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, man. This is a tough way to hear the news, I wish it wasn't on my segment,
I'm so upset, bro. It just can't have nice things. That's what I get, man. I was low-key laughing at the Jets. They ain't had no success. They thought they was finna do something when they got A-Rod. No, sir. The Cleveland Browns, they thought they was finna do something this year. They thought they was gonna be better. They had beat Cincinnati. The football guy said, nah.
Now it's the Cowboys.
And I am 23 years old, Brad. I am 23. I will be 24 in October. I have not seen my team get to an NFC championship game in my life.
I think you guys will be fine, though.
I know, man, but
you want that, though. You want that piece.
My God.
You want that piece, but I think you guys will be fine. You guys play the Cardinals this week. You go 3-0. You'll be okay.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully. That's a big blow right there. That's a big blow.
Yeah.
We'll be fine, though. We'll be fine. But, man, that's my favorite player, man. Like, I got 4 jerseys of his.
Yeah. That hurts.
My guy.
Damn, you got 4 jerseys? You got 4 Diggs jerseys?
4 Diggs jerseys.
Yeah, that's hard. Shit, man. It's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good, bro.
We'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good,
bro. You guys are good. Like, you guys are solid. Yeah.
James says, "Have you ever seen a playoff win?" Yes, I have. We've won a couple playoff games.
You guys beat my Bucks last week, or last year.
Yeah, we beat the Bucks last year, and we beat the Lions a couple years before that. I've seen a couple. Not a lot, but I've seen a couple. But Brad, man, I appreciate you joining me. Do you have a play in tonight's NFL game, and about how many do you think you'll have for this weekend?
Yeah, I got a premium pick on the site for the game tonight, so you can check that out. I got a 3-pack up there, and then I'll probably have 3 for this Sunday, but probably like 10 to 12 in college football. That's kind of how I've been rolling. So yeah, it's a great time to jump on that 3-day pass. So plays will be loaded.
There you go. Hop on with Brad, man. Been on fire in college football, I saw. And then aren't you putting up good units in the NFL as well?
Well, decently.
Okay.
Nothing crazy, but we up. Yeah.
There you go. And that's all you can ask. It's only week 3, so
yeah.
Still got 14 weeks to stack some units, man. Pair me and Brad up if you want to do 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1, however you want to do it. You can do it over at Pickdawgz Premium. Brad, appreciate you joining me, my man. I'm sorry you had to see me get sad on your segment, man.
Oh, it's gonna be all right, Jay. You guys still got this, dog. Don't worry. Don't stress it.
For sure, man. I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you soon, my guy.
Yeah, my man. I'll catch you later.
For sure. Brad joining me right there, man. I still got 3 great guys left up on this show, man. I got some sad, unfortunate news, man, but we're going to keep it pushing. I'll probably cry after the show. It's probably what happened, but moving right along, I'm going to bring in my guy, Brian Bittler. What's up, man?
Hey, Jay, great to be with you. And that's why I said don't have any favorite teams. You won't get upset. I mean, I used to be such a crazy Eagles fan. Michael Vick jerseys, Reggie White, Clyde, all the Eagles players. I had like 15 jerseys at a time, but It's just not worth it. Not worth it.
Yep. Emotionally, it's not worth it. You're right.
Now I root for my money on a daily basis. So
definitely. That's the best thing to root for because – man, you just only 1 of 30 in the NBA and 1 of 32 in the NFL. So you're just setting yourself up for disappointment every year, basically.
Yeah, I remember that feeling. I remember Randall Cunningham. I don't know. It was one of the games where he tore his ligament in his knee against Arizona Cardinals. Might have been the Phoenix Cardinals back then, but I remember getting deflated because that was the end of the Eagles season, losing their quarterback. But I know how it is, man. It stinks, but I think the Dallas Cowboys would be okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, hopefully. We got a ton of action coming up on the weekend. It's Thursday, kind of like the calm before the storm of the weekend, because Friday gets here tomorrow, and you're low key. You got to get ready for Saturday's mega 1,000 game card. I
started doing that today. Yep, for sure. Yep. Saturday and Sunday stuff.
Yep. So Thursday's low key for me, like the calm before the storm. But we do got some NFL game being played tonight. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on your play for this weekend.
Well, now this is the 3rd play I'm giving out on your show. The first 2 lost with the New England Patriots, so I'm hoping I can get a winner out there. But I'm pretty sure now, since I'm going to jump off the Patriots bandwagon and I'm going to take the Washington Commanders here plus the points. I think they're one of the better free bets there on Sunday. Washington got a very surprising win in Denver. Not an easy venue for any team to win, no matter how good or bad Denver is, thanks to that elevation. Washington put up 35 points in that game. Sam Howell, 299 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And he's been a very good game manager to start the year. Brian Robinson on the ground, pretty solid start. He's averaging 4 yards a carry, 146 yards rushing. I think this Washington defense is going to get worked hard in practice this week after giving up 33 to Denver. I think they can get pressure on Josh Allen, who has 3 interceptions this year. I think they can turn him over a few times and keep this game closer than people expect. I'm going to take the Washington Commanders plus the points here. I think it's at 6.
Yep. I agree. Now, this is one thing that I'll say. The Denver Broncos, this is a stat I'm not sure many people know. The Denver Broncos actually lead the National Football League in points per possession.
I never would have guessed that.
Right. But it's kind of a fluky stat. The reason they lead in that stat is because their defense just gets lit up, and is on the field so much that the Broncos offense hasn't had the same number of possessions that some other teams have had.
And in years past, Denver defense is what was leaned on, and the offense was always something that was a problem with Denver. But hopefully they can balance it out with Russell Wilson at the helm. Denver should be able to bounce back maybe this week.
I still think that the Broncos are overrated. And I kind of think that this Commanders team is underrated. If you were making the line in this game, where would you have it?
If I was making a line in this game, I'd think it'd be somewhere around 3.5, minus 3.5 or so. I was surprised to see it as high as it is. So I was just surprised that the Commanders are getting 6 points or so. I thought the line is pretty high.
Yep. And that was kind of my thought process too. If this was I had this game around like 4. I don't think that this team is just that much better than the Commanders.
Buffalo hasn't really shown, they look beatable first 2
especially with Mr. Turnover prone Allen. They look good last week. I'll give them some credit. They look good last week. They went home and dominated a Raiders team who I probably was giving a little too much credit to.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that I don't think they're as good this year as they were in years past. And I think their division got a little tougher this year. And I think we're going to see them take a slight step back. That's just my thought process on the Bills moving forward this year. And I think this Commanders, especially that front 7, could create some of the same problems that the Jets created that had Josh Allen have a day early in week 1.
They get pressure on him, force some interceptions. Those turnovers lead to points. It's just can Sam Howell get it in the end zone for Washington? I think he can. So I just think you're getting a gift here. I wouldn't take him on the money line. I'm going to take the points here. I just think it's a 3-4 point game. Either way, I'm going to take Washington plus the points.
There you go. Chase Young back on the field. He had a few penalties last week, but he's a monster. He could just, when he's on the field, he's just. Okay.
Yeah, he'll get better as the season goes on, I think.
Yep, I agree. All right, Brian, taking the Commanders plus a 6 against Buffalo. I like that. I do.
I'm giving up on the Patriots, at least for now. I never give up on teams, but just look at the St. Louis Cardinals. They've been costing me.
Let's talk about them right quick because honestly, I'm probably going to be on the pass this weekend. I am.
I say that now, and then by Sunday I might be on the Patriots.
It's do or die. If they go down 0-3, it's over. And we're getting the best coach in history against Zach Wilson, the best defensive coach in history, with Zach Wilson on the other side with their season on the line. I got to take the Pats, man. Yeah,
that's why I thought I was golden when he went out, when Zach Wilson came in the game against the Buffalo Bills. I thought I was golden. That would be an easy cover, and it ended up not being. But he showed his true colors last week, for sure, Zach Wilson.
Yep. You got to play in tonight's game, and about how many plays you think you'll have come this weekend, Saturday and Sunday?
Well, last Saturday went 3-2, so I'm going to try. Hopefully, I can turn it up a notch. I should have at least 5 college football plays on Saturday. I already got my ACC game of the month up for sale at pickdawgz.com. That's my best bet on Saturday. Tonight's best bet is my titanium play in the NFL. I got a side play on in tonight's big football game. And then Friday, I'll have my college football play up as soon as that game goes final. So definitely going to be a big weekend over at pickdawgz.com. Also eyeing that Oregon, Colorado, but I haven't got in on that one just yet.
Hey, 21 is crazy, Brian. Like 20.
Yeah, that should tell you something. Take the other side.
I know.
I don't always agree. Me and Mitch don't always agree on things, but I think he's right.
I know. But it's Bo Nix. Like, this guy in big games, it never happens. And this could arguably be like the biggest game of his career. I know it's probably not like in the grand scheme of things, but on the attention on a game, it damn near might be the biggest game that he's ever been in. And they didn't look that good, in my opinion, against Texas Tech. They did not. Texas Tech handed them the cover, and I wouldn't say the win. I think Oregon would have won the game comfortable. But they handed them that cover. I'm still mad about that. Texas Tech burnt me in back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back.
I'm hoping that game goes to 20.5, Oregon and
You gonna grab
Colorado. But that's where I'm kind of waiting for. See if it'll sink, if people will pound Colorado, lower it down a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. I haven't got set on anything.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm betting the plus 21, and I'm sprinkling on the money line. But I think, like, in all honesty, I think Oregon probably wins by 10. Is how that football game ends up.
If Oregon doesn't win that game, I should stop doing college football. I don't know. I would be shocked. I said that in the TCU game too, though. So.
Fair enough. Well, I appreciate you joining me today, Brian B. I'll see you on the.
I'll see you tomorrow on the drive-through, and then I'll see you on the weekend for sure. Always have a good time hanging out with you, Jay. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Brian. Brian Bittler joining me, man. I'm trying to push through the show, man. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm trying to hold back the tears. Like, I cannot believe this news, bruh. Like, oh my God. Snakes guy got his guy jersey hanging up behind him. I was finna have my jersey up. Believe it or not, I have a Diggs autographed jersey getting made for me, man. But damn, man, it's so sad. Bring in Costi. What's up, my man?
What's up?
I'm over here sad.
Come on, man. There's 22 people on the field. It's next man up theory.
Not when it's your favorite player. That is my favorite player. Like, in theory, does he factor into like the grand scheme of things? He's just a corner. I think, it's not the best player on defense in the game in Michael Parsons, but
didn't really have a great year last year.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Compared to 2 years ago where he was.
I don't know about that. I can argue about that. Were the interceptions there like 2 years ago? No, but many people don't.
He was getting picked on. He's a gambler, so
he had no.
Take it away scheme wise, it could definitely be better.
Interference calls last year, none, not a single PI. He improved much better in coverage. Did he get beat a couple times? Yeah, but everybody gets beat a couple times. But man, I just love that guy, man. I really do, and I'm praying for a speedy recovery, man. That's my favorite player all around.
Football, man. It's a car crash on every single play, and
yep.
I'm surprised these guys. I remember I was talking to somebody a couple weeks ago where, like, if we get to week 16, it's going to be like the apocalypse. There's going to be nobody left to play. These guys are going down left and right, and lack of preseason. I've always said that when you play these guys in preseason, whether the injuries happen or not, it definitely gets them into game shape. Not saying it has anything to do with this injury whatsoever, but it's just sad to see. I was upset when Aaron Rodgers went down. It's like you want to see these guys succeed.
Yep.
Best versus best, A team versus A team going up, but that's football for you. If you want to,
it's the game.
Not be hurt, play golf like me.
And I feel like even those guys get hurt.
It's strains. You don't see them really tearing ACLs and Achilles, and it's less intrusive to the body. But listen, man, next man up. You guys have a really good team.
Yep.
I love what I'm seeing from Pollard as finally the bell cow. Dak he hasn't really needed to do a lot yet in the first couple of weeks.
He's kind of back to that rookie year, Dak, man. That year by storm. And I like that. And then at this age, I love that. Can he take that next step and take this offense and throw it all around the yard? Dak, we know you can do that. We know you can throw it.
We haven't even seen Brandon Cooks yet. We really haven't seen. He was out last game, so
exactly. So
that's another wrinkle that you'll start seeing. So I'm excited for it. No competition in my Ravens. My best friend Big Al, I sent him a text last night that said if he wants me to send him any Ravens memorabilia, I will gladly do so because he picked against them last week.
I did too. I thought Cincy had to do it. Like dropping back-to-back division games was just crazy. But
hey, Joe Burrow was definitely hurt. You could see that.
Yep.
Before even the injury of him straining that calf, he just didn't move around the pocket week 1 nearly as well as he has last year or even the previous year. So you saw that. The Ravens are for real. We have a lot of talent. We have a lot of guys that are producing early in the season. Like, I'm looking more like the Clowney, Ojabo pass rushers that are constantly getting to the quarterback, because for years we haven't had a pass. I feel like we haven't had a pass rusher since Terrell Suggs that many years ago. We've been just getting these old guys like Houston and just guys that couldn't really get there consistently or get hurt. So I'm really excited for what I'm seeing. It's going to be, the next month is going to be a big test. How can we keep developing Lamar in this, Georgia Todd Monken offense, which looked great last week compared to the week before, where it was, that's week 1. Week 1, I always throw out, even when I give out plays, I tend not to look at even last week. I don't overreact. You have to look at every week as a blank sheet of paper. And, I'm excited for week 3 coming up here in a couple of days.
Tonight? What you talking about, man? Tonight?
It's an island game, man. I stay away from them. I'm not a daily proponent of just giving out what's on the board. It's a little bit different philosophy. Island games tend to have sharper lines, and I don't see a lot of value. It doesn't excite me. Like, I've given out 5 NFL games for Sunday and 4 college football games already for Saturday. So to me, I'm just, it's
so you don't have a play on tonight's game?
I do not.
Damn, man, that's a shame. Because this one is like taking candy from a baby.
You think it's going to be a rout?
I think it's going to be a rout. Like, everything that I've seen thus far this season tells me it's going to be a rout. Now, could I come out and be completely wrong? Definitely, but I don't.
Look at this guy sneaking up behind
I just
me.
feel like singing, I'm an island boy with an island game. That's it.
This guy always got to take my thunder. No, I'm just kidding.
That's my guy right there.
But no, you think, just because what you've seen in the first 2 weeks, and Purdy really could be much better. He missed 2 wide open receivers last week. Ayuk and Debo were wide open on deep passes.
Man, this is my thoughts. I think that the San Francisco 49ers, what we've seen just thus far this year, have proved to me, in my mind, that they're a top 3 team in the NFL. The other 2 probably being like Miami and Dallas. And what the Giants have proven to me is they have arguably one of the worst teams in the NFL. They got blown out 40-0 in their season opener. And then the team that I do have as the worst team in the NFL, the Arizona Cardinals, had a 21-3 lead or whatever it was at halftime on the same New York Football Giants. Did they come back and win the game? Yes, great for them, but they still were down that bad to the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals. So,
yeah, terrible. That team.
Daniel Jones and this New York Giants team on primetime have been terrible. I'm asking everybody, name me the last time you've seen the Giants win on primetime. They play there like 5 times a year. How many times have they won? I'll tell you, maybe once.
Well, so I tuned into your show with Big Al and Mitch the other day, and Big Al brought it up where they don't win, but they do cover double digits.
He did.
I mean, they're
these guys. He always kind of calms down my thunder.
I'm on top of things, but no, the double digits do matter a lot. I don't have an edge on the game from an edge standpoint from the line being off. I think it's pretty much dead on. I wouldn't be surprised if it landed on the number or it's a last second field goal or touchdown to get within the number. And I would not be surprised by any means if the Giants cover the spread on a backdoor cover, because 10 is a lot no matter what.
Definitely. It's the NFL. I understand. One more thing before we get to your play. Do you have any thoughts on the Sean McVay kicking the field goal to cover?
I mean, I'm with the tiebreaker scenario. There's a reason for it. You're going to, if it comes down to it at the end of the year, do I think that they know the spreads? Yes. So I think they care. I don't think there's anything financially involved in these situations for them, because it could definitely get them fired, and it's too easy to get all that to come to light. So from a coach's standpoint, I don't think it had anything to do with a gambling, a situation where he wanted to get the cover for squares. When I say squares, the guys betting it on Sunday pushed. When guys like me that bet it last Tuesday got him at +8, I gave him out on a couple shows.
Right. Talking to him.
But the reality is they wanted to obviously what McVay said was if he thought he had more time to kick the field goal and he'd be able to kick the onside kick and get a Hail Mary, but time wasn't there and they kicked the field goal. It could come down to tiebreakers at the end of the year.
Yep.
There's no point of them throwing the ball or running it out if they knew they can get a field goal. So I don't know. I think it all comes down to tiebreakers.
Do you think he was aware of the point spread? He said he wasn't, and I agree with everything he said.
I think yes.
Come on.
Guys know.
It's everywhere.
Guys know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But let me ask you this. Is he aware of the opening line sharps or he's only aware of that Sunday point spread? So you never know what was
true. And I think that like maybe he early in the week, like regardless, they were losing by 10. And I think they probably were like, hey, this San Francisco team has kicked the crap out of us all year. We played them pretty tough today. It looks better. At 30-20, at 30-23 or whatever it was. I think maybe that was more so the thought process than anything else. Than like, hey, we're trying to cover this point spread. Nah, I just think it was kind of like more for moral victory. And it kind of just was that number.
Yeah, it was listen, I got the backdoor cover. It was pretty, to me, I always get because I deal with the clients, a lot of the clients from Pick Dawgz, I deal with direct through Telegram. So everybody's messaging me through the game, the good or the bad. I always get that. But in this situation, it was wow. Because I wasn't actually watching that game. And I got 100 wows. Hey, wow. I can't believe, did you see what happened? I'm like, so I clicked to it. And that's what happens. You're gonna go, these games are designed to land on key numbers of 3, 7, and 10.
Yep.
Every team is trying to fight for a field goal, to get another shot, to make a stop on defense, get within a touchdown. Anything is always within one possession. So there's a reason why these lines are so juiced up on 3, 7, and 10, and to buy to the number or buy off of it costs a lot for a reason. So if you could get them at a discounted price, you're always going to be at an advantage than if you get them at 3.5 or 7.5, something like that, where it could definitely cost you a lot of money in the long run.
Breaking news live on air. Brandon Ayuk not expected to play tonight in the game with a shoulder injury. Do I think it means much in the grand scheme of things? I don't. I just think now Debo, I'll probably look at some of his over props. He probably going to go crazy tonight.
You know what? I'm excited that they're actually using him more this year than last year. When they took McCaffrey in that trade, they stopped using Debo as that H-back wide receiver combo, but now they're getting him in the mix more. I'm excited to see he's getting a lot more targets. Seems that, it's really the Ayuk and Debo show, and you're not really seeing anybody else really getting a lot of targets on that team. Tonight, Jennings is going to start. If obviously I anticipated Ayuk being out, but it's factored into the line, man. 10's a lot of points.
Yep.
Obviously, it was the case with Saquon out. Breida is a revenge game for him. I don't know what to expect. It's one of these games where I'll just enjoy being a fan and maybe wait for a halftime opportunity.
You might got to pop on with me and Mitch sometime on the halftime.
Man, Mitch and I do this line movement show early in the week where we go over every single line. We're going to be doing some cool new content, and then I got to come on with you guys, man. Mitch always beats up on you, man. I'll be your bodyguard.
He tried to beat up on me, man, and I'll be hitting him with them. You know what I mean?
Are you guys going to watch the Colorado game together this week?
I don't know. We might got to come on at halftime for that one. We probably got.
You guys got to come on. That's the best banter I've ever seen. Is you and him arguing about Colorado being good or bad.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy, and I respect his opinion. I respect it. I understand it, but I think he's wrong on it, man. We're gonna see this weekend. This is the big boy test. We're gonna see this weekend. We're gonna see.
It is.
I hate that injury kind of riddled that one as well with Travis Hunter being out. But like you said at the top, man, that's football. That is football. All right, let's talk about this week. What game we looking at for this weekend?
I have a strong well, the line really hasn't moved, but I love the Lions at a flat 3 right now.
Okay.
I actually had the Falcons last week. Me and you talked about it.
We did.
Many of times where I got him at such a good line. I got him plus
You
1.5.
got him at a great number, and you came on here and preached to all these great folk about why that number with the Falcons was a great number and how it was going to come into play. And I would probably say that was probably the best prognosis on this show thus far this year, because it came down to just about exactly what you said. And Falcons got
it. Listen, they're not always going to be that type of scenario where they win. But when you're looking for CLV, which is closing line value, if you're constantly getting the best in number, the law of averages is going to make sure that you're going to win a lot more than you lose because you're constantly getting the best optimal price. No different if you're getting, I mean, I don't really do player props, but it's the same scenario with player props. If you're getting a good closing line value and you're getting over 90 rushing yards and it steams up to 93 at game time, well, you have a 3-yard advantage. It's no different if you have a player prop, sharp lines as well. So, in this situation, it worked out. It's good content for new clients to see because I'm doing it in real time throughout the week and I'm giving it out and you're seeing the work from start to finish. So it was good for that to be exposed. I do it every week. So it's not, it doesn't excite me.
You do, but it's
what I do. Right. So it's the groups that I deal with are constantly feeding me games in real time. And, I'm putting out a ton of NFL games Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, and I'm telling clients to bet them Tuesday night at 10 o'clock and tying up their bankrolls for the weekend. And that's what we do, man. So the pick we have today, I love the Lions at 3. When we originated this line, we have it at 5.5, 6. So seeing that we have a 3-point advantage in our favor, getting them at a flat 3, I love. I think the Falcons are going to struggle on the road. You got to go all the way up there, play at Ford Field. Ritter is not anybody that I'm going to sit there and put my money on early in the season. They have 2 wins. I respect what they're doing over there. They're running the ball really well, but I just can't expect the Lions, the team that everybody thought was going to do a lot of good things this year. They were unexpectedly, with last week's performance, but I don't see that happening. They're going to get the job done at home. And the fact that I can get them at a flat 3, I love it. And again, the game could lose. This isn't about giving out strong locks. I don't do that. This is a high volume system, but this is one of the ones that I see that I have the biggest edge out of the 5 that I've already given out on Sunday.
There you go. Taking the Detroit Lions. And I understand that. And I think you made a good point with Ritter out on the road. This is his first road game this year. Both of the wins were at home against a division opponent, Carolina, that's not that good. Carolina's not that good. I thought coming into the year they were going to be better than what they've showed through 2 games. Nah, they're not that good.
And Green Bay, same thing. They're not.
But Green Bay, I actually think that was a really good game. I think Green Bay was just missing probably their top 2 weapons on offense in Aaron Jones and Christian Watson.
Right.
I'm kind of leaning Green Bay this weekend. So I'm kind of just trying to talk myself into liking Green Bay.
Do you know if Watson's back or not?
I think he's slated to play. It's still questionable as last time I looked. So you never know with that questionable word. But yeah, all in all, I get what you're saying here with the Falcons. This should be a bounce back game for the Lions, man. That I would say last weekend was a deflating loss. And if any guy can get their team ready for a bounce back game, it's Dan Campbell at home in a sold out Ford Field for back-to-back weeks. So on the NFL show, I was leaning Falcons, but that's why I love we do that show early in the week. I got time to continue to do the research, continue to talk to all my guys, continue to deep dive. And sometimes when we get closer to Sunday, I might be leaning the other way. And this is one of those where I'm kind of leaning the other way already here on a Thursday towards the Detroit Lions, only laying 3 at the crib.
It's going to be the Jamar Gibbs show
I
with
hope
David
so. They need
Montgomery
to let
out.
him loose. They need to let him
They
loose.
got it. He's so fast. I mean, I get it. You know, Montgomery's that short yardage back will get you those necessary yards. But man, every time they give Gibbs the ball, he is just so electric
Yep.
that give him 20 carries, feed him, you know?
Yep.
It's like the old school I would have when I had Zeke on my team in fantasy. I would keep doing this when I won the fantasy league that year. I would just keep posting that emoji. Feed me.
Yep. So let them know about sharp trading plays one more time.
If you go to pickdawgz.com, click the premium tab, you will have access to the sharp trading plays. It's a drop down where you could put in your information, you could put in your phone number, your name, and your email. I will gladly call you back and explain to you the program. I try to put in at least 5 to 10 minutes of just explaining how this could be a successful product for you. And it may not be for you, but I believe if you truly buy in and understand that this is all about money management and getting in at the right price, that almost every client is successful as long as they follow it 100%. So I look forward to hearing from any new client. And that was it.
There you go. You heard it from Mike from Costi. I appreciate you joining me, my man, and I will see you soon.
You got it, Jay. Have a good day.
You too. That's Mike, man. I got one more guest for y'all. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to bring in Money Man Mills Young. What's up, my man?
What's really good, man? What's up to all the Pick Dogs out there? Appreciate everybody watching us right now, man. Football on a Thursday. Can't complain, man.
Can't complain. Hey, just 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, it was number baseball on a Thursday. So,
yeah, man. I mean, you got to speak about it, man. I mean, baseball is a long season. Football, we get 17 games, something like that. Baseball, 182 or something like, I don't know, man, some crazy numbers. So, yeah, and I think we're winding down with baseball too, so it's only a few games left for baseball and a lot of football to talk about.
On that diamond, your team's probably the favorite to get it done, and for good reason. Are you a little nervous? Are you
always, man? Whenever the people want my teams to win, that's when they don't do good. The Braves though, they've been solid just all year, and they've been doing it without good pitching. When I mean good pitching, I mean we don't have number ones and number twos. We got a number one that missed pretty much the damn season, and then we got Spencer Strider. He's another number one. Besides that, man, everybody else just been penciled in this year and just been putting up wins. The offense, Acuna and Olsen teamed up with Albies. That's just crazy right there. It should be illegal out there. Oh, which one of my team? Yeah, the Braves, by the way. Yankees ain't looking that good this year. But yeah, man. The Braves, when it comes down to it, though, I think it always comes down to this, man. It comes down to the history, man. And me, it's hard to look anywhere besides Houston Astros, so I think, it might come down to those teams meeting up, and seeing who can duke it out. But yeah, the Braves do look solid this year, man.
Fair enough. I just had to ask with the baseball season winding down, but like you said, it's football season, man. I see you got your Jags gear on. You boys lost last week to the Chiefs. I don't think there's, no shame in that. The Chiefs weren't falling down 0-2. They just weren't going to do that. And I don't even think it really means nothing for the Jags moving forward. I think they could easily still respond, look up, and they might have only lost 2-3 games this year. I know we've already talked about that, and you kind of like what you just said about your Braves. You hate that people are liking that your Jags could be pretty good this year, but I think now that they kind of already got an early loss off their belt, maybe some of the early hype might be off of them, and they can go ahead and just do what me and you think they can do if things go the right way.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on that, because once you go up 2-0, and then let's just say you go 2-2 after that, everything just kind of the momentum changes, and I mean, when it comes down to it, though, I forget what we lost by, but we was in the red zone 3 times and couldn't convert. That's 21 points, wasted out the game right there. And we only put up 9 in the game. So it definitely wasn't a good look. Besides that, we didn't get like blown out. We didn't get exposed. We didn't get our best players playing at all. Travis Etienne didn't get no running yards. Christian Kirk went off for like 11 receptions. Calvin Ridley was kind of like, right, like everybody was like, oh, well, what happened to Christian Kirk week 1? 1 reception. Nothing happened. Calvin Ridley just got introduced. So I'm not panicking or anything. I just think as long as we got Josh Allen out there playing like how he is, we need to pay the man. But yeah, I'm not panicking or anything.
That's Josh Allen in football. Don't at me though.
What happened? Oh, the base. Yeah, man. I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
What game we looking at for this weekend?
Man, I mean, somebody just was speaking on it, so let's go ahead and talk about it, man. The Falcons game, I'm not mad about anybody taking the points with the Lions. The Falcons.
I'm on the fence. Costi was trying to talk me on to them Lions. I took the Falcons yesterday. I'm on the fence. I'm interested to hear what you got to say.
Got it. So yeah, man. I mean, it's the first time that the Falcons been 2-0 in a long time. The thing that I like about it was last game out, they let Desmond Riddler off the train tracks. What I mean by that is he's a mobile quarterback that can do both when he needs to. Kind of like a early Russell Wilson runs when he needs to, maybe gets 38 to 40 yards in a game, but he was running it in to get touchdowns. They were going for it on 4th down when they had the ball on like the 35-yard line, when all they needed was a field goal to win the game with like 2 minutes left to go. But instead of doing that, he was going for it, handing the ball off to Bijan Robinson to kill the clock more, to only give them about a minute left with the ball after we kick the field goal and win. So right now, the offense is clicking. It's going through Bijan Robinson. You can't go wrong with that. Drake London, he was able to go for 67 yards in his last game on Jair Alexander. I know he usually locks everybody down. I say, Drake London had a decent game on that. It was Desmond Ridder's first interception week 1. So he bounced back, played a solid game, and didn't throw a pick in there. That's what I like to see. Sometimes you have trends and habits. If you throw one pick, what happens the next game? You throw another one. And then, and the next thing you know, you get to Rex Grossman status and you start averaging 2 picks a game. Then you get to Jake Plummer status and you average 300 yards and 3 picks a game. Yeah, Jake Plummer for all you Denver Bronco fans out there. But yeah, so on this game though, man, the Atlanta Falcons versus the Lions, I like the over in this game, man. It's at 46 points right now. You could even tease it down right there. You could tease it down, add it with another team. But I like the over in this one. The Atlanta Falcons last year was an under team. Now, both games, they put up over 21 points. They put up 25 points last game out, 21 in the first game. So now it looks like the offense is actually flowing. The Detroit Lions, they were one of the best over teams last year. And, they got something that we don't have. That's top tier secondary. We do got good cornerbacks. We got Jesse Bates out there playing great. We got AJ Terrell. But they do have this tight end named Laporta, who I think is really special, and Amon St. Brown. So, I actually think that the over is the best play in this one. But me, I'm going to go ahead and take the points with the Falcons in this one. There's no way I'm going against it right now. We did just get Calais Campbell back, and we got Jeff Okudah back in the lineup as well. So, we should be healthy, more full strength than we were to start off the season.
Like I was saying with Costi, first road game of the year for like you say, Riddler. Are you nervous about it? The thing, so yesterday I kind of brought it up, but I love the 2-headed monster in that backfield with Algier and Robinson. Like, it's a great bang bang. Algier, he just gonna run you over. It's not even a debate. You just finna get bruised. He finna get his yards. Nobody can stop him. And then you got, I call him Bijan Sanders. That's what me and my friends call him, because y'all gotta watch this guy footwork. It is some of the best footwork from a running back I have seen in my lifetime, legitimately. And I'm not just saying that as a Texas fan. Like, this guy has the talent. There are certain plays where he has this amount of room and he makes a defender miss in the open field in the NFL.
Yeah, he's He's looking special, man. It kind of reminds me of the backfield we had when we had Devontae Freeman and then Tevin Coleman. We had a dual back.
Or about Michael Turner. Turner and was Foreman backing him up? It was Foreman and Turner, wasn't it?
No. When it was Turner, it was just Turner the burner at that time.
Nah, Turner had a good switch of pace back because I used to play with the Falcons on Madden, and I would take out Turner to throw the screen pass. Who was the
Jarius Norwood? He was gone already then.
Who's the backup Turner, man?
Yeah, and Dunn was already out there. Let me see.
Was it Ward Dunn?
Dunn was already gone before Turner. Yeah, that's why I'm like, nah, I know it wasn't Dunn.
I don't know. It's been a minute.
Dunn was a starter the whole time that he was there. We got Turner from San Diego that year and stuff, but it was just Turner the burner, man.
Might be right.
But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But on this one, Bijan Robinson is something special. Like I knew already when we were drafting number 7, and I was like, if he's there, we're getting him. I'm like, we ran the brand heaviest game with Cordell Patterson. Like we made him irrelevant 2 years ago. And then Tyler Algier, we drafted him in the fifth round from BYU, a sleeper player, but kind of like of a early on comparison to James Robinson, kind of like, okay, he's good. He can do this. Nothing just too special, more of a bruiser. When it comes to Bijan Robinson, that's just special. I think there's about 4 teams right now in the NFL that's looking at their board and saying, we messed up in the draft this year already.
Yep. I was hoping he was going to fall to my Cowboys, but there was no way that shit was going to happen.
Man, y'all don't know how to pick people in the draft. Y'all let Calvin Ridley drop that year that he came out, and I think y'all drafted like a linebacker. Like, I remember it vividly, too. I was like, they about to get Calvin Ridley, put him next to Amari Cooper or somebody, and nope, y'all slept on it, and I was like, oh, y'all really? Okay, Cowboys.
2012, it was Jacquizz Rodgers behind Turner.
There you go. And he was from Oregon State Beavers, yeah. He was decent for like 1 or 2 years, a little quick back, but yeah.
2013.
No, it was Jacquizz. He was there
it was Jacquizz. That's probably what I was thinking.
He was there. He was a little quick back, but as far as like actual productivity and stuff, nah, but it was a nice little switch up and stuff. But yeah, man. So I'm high on that, man, when it comes down to it. And I could feel you on your boy Diggs getting hurt. You saying something like your favorite player. Like this would be the worst part though. Like imagine like wanting to draft this player from college. You draft him and then he gets hurt as a rookie season. That was me with the Jaguars with Travis Etienne. That was the only thing Urban Meyer was good for. He gave me Travis Etienne Jr. That was it. He gave me back-to-back. He gave me Travis Etienne Jr. So, we drafted him, and that was the guy I was high on, seeing him run the ball at Clemson for the years that he did. And he got hurt as a rookie season. And, everybody was telling me, why'd you guys waste a draft pick on Travis Etienne? You got James Robinson. He's coming off of like back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, right? I kept telling him, because James Robinson is good average. This guy is special. Same thing with Bijan Robinson comparison. Like Travis Etienne, Bijan Robinson, those are 2 backs that's going to be able to do everything out the backfield and, get paid those bigger contracts, because they can catch out the backfield too.
That last name, Etienne, is on my shit list right now because his little brother busted up my parlay this weekend with how him and his backfield mate was going crazy on Tennessee.
Man, he ran off on the plug, right?
Yeah, his little brother talented too. Something to watch, man. So, do you got to play in tonight's NFL game? And about how many do you think you'll have this weekend?
Yeah, man. Speaking about tonight, I mean, I'm gonna be looking at the wide receiver spot in this one. Ayuk's out. I already knew about that. I got him in fantasy. He was off the questionable list for the whole week. Wasn't available on player props out there 2 days ago. That's how I really kind of gauged it. So I knew he was going to be out. If not out, knew it was going to be questionable. I'm looking at Ronnie Bell, man. Rookie wide receiver from Michigan. Man, did this kid put up? Had about 7 receptions in the preseason, 110 yards in one of the games. He's from Michigan, man. So the kid could ball. So I look for him to actually get acclimated to the offense. I hear you guys with the Deebo Samuel story. I like him over 4 receptions on the shot on the prop shop. The difference is this though. Purdy's a typical real good quarterback. He wants somebody to really throw the ball to. Deebo Samuel's kind of doing those quick in and out routes. That's why he wasn't getting used as much last year. That's why he fell in love with Ayuk. So in this game though, I got to play for you guys. You can never go wrong. Let me write it up for y'all real quick. CMC, Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Money. I was gonna ask you that because I said that this morning on the morning show, and I gave the credit. I said at the beginning of the year, Mills was already trying to tell me that the Nick Chubb anytime touchdown, we got to retire that. It's time to bring out the CMC anytime touchdown, and he's had one in back-to-back weeks, and I think tonight we could probably place for the 2 touchdowns.
I like it.
I think it's a pretty good bet in my opinion. I think 1 is a lot, and I think 2 is legitimately on the table.
I like it. And then looking at this week, man, I already got about 3 plays locked and loaded up for the football card. Yeah, I like a few of the games that I definitely like some that you guys were speaking upon early, for one of my premium bets that you guys were talking about. Yeah, I definitely like one of those that I got. But yeah, but this is a week to where it's kind of a weak card. What I mean is there's no teams playing each other to where you're like, oh yeah, I want to see that. Right. Last week it was Bengals and Ravens. I had the Ravens at plus money. To me, it was an easy play. And you wanted to see those matchups, right? Same thing. Like this week, it's not like a Jalen Hurts versus a Justin Fields or, like no good matchups like that. No real good game. So I kind of do like the Minnesota and Chargers game just because, it should be some high flying offense. But besides that,
I think that's arguably the best game. The 2 0-2
Right. Because that's what I was about to look through the whole card and ask you kind of like, hey, who do you think's going to win this game? And I'm like, man, these ain't even really worth speaking upon. I do like the Commanders. Shout out to my boy Wayne Scott, man. He said it on one of the shows we was on in the drive-through. Commanders over 6.5. I looked it up that day, did some research, got it at plus money.
He sure did.
And been playing it, in the very beginning. So shout out to him on that. They're already 2-0. So yeah, man, I really like that little play that he gave out too. So I put some money on that early on. But I think that they can maybe surprise some teams. If you guys want a 2-team teaser, take the over in the Lions and Falcons game, teams that down to 41, and then take all the points you can get with the Washington Commanders up to 12, and see if they cover.
I like that. I'm probably gonna place that. Hop on with Money Man Mills. We got UFC this weekend.
Yeah, man. Got UFC this weekend. It's a fight night card coming off of a big fight night card with Shevchenko versus Grasso. It was a big main event on there for the title belt. Ended up in a draw. This week, we got about 11 fights on the card. Just put out the UFC video for you guys, so check it out, man. Went over the whole card. Gave you guys my best picks on there, too. I got about 3 bets locked and loaded in there. Got a Bellator event that I just did media for. They're going to be fighting on Saturday, too. You got fights in LFA. You got fights in One Championship, fighting on Prime TV Friday night. I did interviews with a few fighters on the Bellator card this week. So go ahead and check me out at MMA Locker Room. If you guys want to see my interviews, if you guys want my premium picks, check me out right here at Pick Dawgz. I'm going to have my best packages up for you guys today so you guys can get paid.
You heard it from Money Man Mills himself, man. I appreciate you joining me, my guy. I'll see you next week. And you need to try to pop in with us on that weekend show sometimes, my man.
Yeah, I know, man. Them mornings be crazy in the mornings for me over here, man. I got soccer practice. I got soccer games with the daughter early on, and this and that. So I definitely do though, man. It was fun in the beginning. Now I see it's like 12 people on there looking like the Brady Bunch with all the squares, man. I need to get my square back.
For sure. Appreciate you joining me, my man. Let's go CMC tonight. And I'll see you soon.
Let's go, man. Pick Dawgz, man. We got it all up for you guys, man. You can't go wrong. Smash the like button out there, man. I know a lot of you guys got plays out there in the comments, too. If you guys are watching this on the replay, just do us one thing and smash that like button.
There you go. Heard it from Money Man Mills. Money Man Mills. That's all the guests I got for the show. That's what I'm gonna do. Any questions before I get out of here? Any questions? Anything? Fire at me. If you got any questions, fire at me. I'll answer a couple before I get on up out of here. I'm upset, man, about Diggs, man. I really am, man. That is so sad. That is so fucking sad, bro. I don't even know what to say. I've been on the show the whole time, so like my phone has been over here blowing up. Everybody texting me and letting me know I ain't responding to no messages or nothing like that, man. So, and actually, Nathan, I am rooting for Canelo in that. I don't really like Charlo. I'm going for Canelo in that fight. No questions for me today. That's cool with me. That's cool with me. My favorite play, well, is for sale over at Pickdawgz Premium, of course. But show-wise, that's what I'm going to say. I'm putting my money on Christian McCaffrey 2 touchdowns tonight. So, one, I think is a lot, of course. But I think he legitimately has a chance to score multiple. This Giants defense is terrible. I see him going crazy. So, 2 touchdowns there. I will be live at halftime tonight for tonight's game with Money Man Mitch. So make sure y'all guys tune in for that. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same show. Bring in Big Al McMorney and Tony T, I believe, tomorrow. So pretty good show tomorrow. Make sure you guys are tuned in. Let's make some money on a Thursday. I got a college football best bet up there, 8-2, last 10. And the NFL, man, we're 3-0-1 last 4. So you can hop on both of those. And I got a Major League Baseball play as well. So I got it all tonight, man. Let's make some money. It's been your guy. See y'all later, man. I'm out of here. Peace.